Okay, I'm gonna go into a bit of a detailed tutorial on basic map designs for Nazi Zombies Resurrection. This command is broken, so we don't use it. We currently don't have a Navmesh on this map. It should have AI nodes because it's CS Office. I would hope it does. For Navmeshing, it's bit complex because we don't have the command anymore, right? So we nav mark walkable. That's no, not that. Nav mark walkable. Right. This is marked down, and it's usually separated by floors. It might get everything because there's no elevators on this map. I don't think. Maybe it's been a while. Now we do that. You nav edit. Seems to be good. I'm gonna do nav generate. Actually, you know what we're gonna do? This stuff is good too. Like, it'll just get rid of annoying shit. In the Discord, it explains these functions a little better, but I'm just gonna do something basic. Just gonna, generate the nav mesh, get something generic going so we can get some zombie pathing and they don't stand around like dumbasses. Doesn't work, you can probably find one on the workshop, or you are going to be shit out of luck and you're going to have to make one. As you can see here, now tools are already selected, and we have our pathing. These things right here, garbage. You know, zombies will run into it if you're standing on top of that counter, like dummies, but they'll still be able to hit you, I think, because there's a good enough distance, I suppose. If you're all the way back on the wall where that bulletin board is, they might just run around like dummies. So it doesn't matter. Like stuff like this, like these, I always just delete these and redo them. I remove these connections, but like it's fine. We're just doing this for now. We'll do this. Let's make sure they're running around. There he goes. So to me, he's being a dumbass because he believes he can path to the couch. But yeah, so I go this way. He's trying to path up here. Because he's stupid. So normally what you would do to fresh that crap up is just delete it from existence. And then he'll take the way here. Now you can create a nav mesh up on this thing, have him jump over, create it as an obstacle. I do this in a couple of my other tutorials. Want to see that? So I'm gonna remove this zombie here. First off, in order to get your zombies to spawn in your map, what you want to do is, you know, just have some spawners down. Do player spawners, okay? We're gonna start here, for example. And you'll spawn in one of these. You can have as many as you want. I personally wouldn't put more than 4 on small maps, more than 8 on medium to large maps. If you want to go sicko mode, do 12, I guess, but I don't go crazy because your server is never going to be able to handle that. Just deal with the dedicated servers if you want to play big, if that makes any sense. So, we have our player spawners, which is a necessity. Now we need master spawners, and we're going to start with the regular zombies. We do the master spawner here. We're not going to have any flags enabled, even though it's default to 1. Forget 1. It's garbage, trash. Stay away from it at all times, because it can default to 1 in your flag links and mess you up. And you'll have zombies spawning in other rooms. You don't want that. So, spawn type. These are pretty important. If you select none, they'll just do no animation, and they'll jump scare the crap out of you, maybe. They look goofy. We're gonna do Riser for now. Actually, no, do Jump Spawn, because Riser is kind of slow, and sometimes it can be a little glitchy. We'll do the zombie types. None, because it's just a master. Yeah. Round activation 0, that's fine. Spawn chance 100, absolutely. It is master spawn. This stuff, I have never messed with. This is a brand new feature. Freaking props to the devs for that. Mixed spawn, I have no idea what it does. We'll see, but you don't really need to mess with that. I assume having this off just treats it like the default setting. So that's what we need here, just the simple default setting. So we have this checked off, no flags enabled. We're just gonna slap it with the player spawns. There you go. That's the master spawn. You only need one of these. We're gonna set one for this too, just for specials, and we're gonna put it at round 5 because that's the default round. So yeah, just have master spawns for both of these types. These usually have their own set of spawns, special spawns, like they do the little warp-ins, like they always have in the original games. But just to be safe, I do portal spawn, jump portal, because that's basically what it is. Jump portal's a kind of a clean animation too. But yeah, we put that right there, so we have nice management where it is. Now, currently, as this is, no zombies will spawn. These do not act as spawners. So what we need to do is create spawners. Regular spawners. Check this shit off. You don't need it. Flag. We're not gonna do a flag because this is the spawn room. For example, if we wanted to close this door off, we'd still use no flags for this room. But if we close this off right here, we create a flag for the door we want to put with our physics gun, for example. I'm a little ADHD, so don't mind me. I'm just kind of like going off, like, whatever. So we put this piece of crap here. You can't go through. We set a flag for this thing. We put it on flag. I'm not putting out a flag. Well, no, just two. You can actually use names, which I just figured out. I thought it always messed with your configurations, but it absolutely does not. So we're just going to call this dumb. I was going to say dumb door, but dumb is a pretty short word identifier, and it's much easier to keep track of rather than numbers, because, like, certain maps, you'll have millions of doors or whatever, etc., and you'll have 1, 2, 3, and you don't know which is which sometimes. So yeah, just use name identifier, use name identificators, whatever the hell, IDs. It's a start room, right? So we do make it 750. Alright, dumb. There you go. Now, normally we can get up here and just cheat our way through the window, I'm pretty sure. Unless these can't be broken. Yeah. Okay, well, that's fine. We can't get in there right now. And the only way out of here is through this door. I actually think this is a perfect spawn. Absolutely perfect. Alright, so, you know what I'm saying? This is it. This is our spawn. And it's gonna stay the spawn for office, that's for damn sure, because I just like it so much. I'm too lazy to even redo everything, and I just think this is a great introduction tutorial to V.21 spooky shit. Yeah. In the snow. Yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of new features. Again, props to the devs. Guys are insane. Okay. Pack-a-punch. What am I doing? We don't need pack-a-punch. We need good old quick revive. As we do in every spawn. At least, that's just my pet peeve for a zombies map. If you don't have quick revive in your spawn room, what the hell are you doing, dude? Why are you playing Cold War? Come on, man. Play BO3. Where your spawn, where your quick revive is better spawn or something. Alright, so, yeah. You don't like that, okay? Don't try to move your perk machines, or else they'll tip over like stupidity. Like that, and they'll become solid. I don't do that, I just... Yeah. Because you can avoid collisions entirely like that. So boom, we have a quick revive right there. We don't have any weapons right now, but I stick with good old-fashioned starter weapons. Black Ops 1 style. M14. Yeah, I'm just gonna put an M14 on. I usually rock Olympia and M14 in my spawn area, but we're gonna put one right there. Just for the sake of this video. And, now, the fun part. We're gonna play some spawners. spawn chance 100. I don't like having spawn chance 100 because when you lower this to a value like 66, for example, it leaves you options for more variants of zombies, right? So 66 is like, you know, lol, good cursedy number, spooky number to use. It's a high number, and as long as all of these are 66 for regular zombies, then you'll mostly have them spawn from that. So, spawn type, they're already set. I'm not even going to bother selecting it. They're going to run off of the default that the master has. So, zombie type, guess what? I ain't setting that either. Round activation 0, doesn't matter. It does matter if you want specific zombies, like for example tempests, that are typically special types to spawn in. Like you can set them to spawn in at round 5 or 10, whatever you want to do, and then they'll start showing up. And that is why I usually set this to 66 for regular zombies, so that I can use the value of like 33 for tempests or hellhounds to pop into the world, or maybe even a little lower, so you can put a value of like 2 or 1 for like that one boss zombie that appears on round 20. So that's how you make that a little more interesting for yourself and other players who want to play your map. Anyway, I'm talking a lot, but the talk is very useful. It'll teach you a lot of things. So, we have this all set up. We don't need these. Nil is the nil value. It doesn't, it's basically 0. And it's not going to activate unless this is checked anyway. So, whatever. But, we're going to set some spawns. And these are our player spawns, so we don't want to get, like, attacked. Like, right, if I spawn here, the zombie's going to spawn right in front of my face. You don't want that, right? So we're going to put big boy over here. I'm going to put another guy over here. Here. As you can see, jump spawn. They're the default of the master. I haven't even said anything. So, yeah, put them in the corners there. I got a couple going along. They'll spawn very randomly, okay? I forgot that can open. Shit. I'm just gonna lock this for now. I don't know. It's automatic door, so it might just open on its own. Oh, I'm gonna ignore this room just in case. You know, as I'm a goofball. Just gonna put a giant wall there for shits and giggles of this video. We have some spawns down. Always have some specials in your spawn, because if you decide, oh, I want to chill in my spawn for the entire goddamn game, blah blah blah, have some specials in your spawn for Pete's sakes, or else they're gonna not spawn in and give you a bunch of little errors. Alright. Master spawner, click that shit off. You do not need it. Okay. Spawn chance, yet again, I do 66 for my mains, usually, by default. This should set as a portal spawn. Yep, because that's the way my master's set up to be. Here. And here, right next to this lad. And we're gonna spice it up a little bit more with the zombie spawns. Alright, now you can change spawn type however you want, really. So, it's undercroft or ground wall. I like a ground wall, right? So I'll do ground wall like right here, right? Just for purposes. And then you spawn test. You spawn to make sure it's working, and boom, there he comes. A little bit goofy, honestly. It's a silly animation for where that is. So that's it. That's all we really need right now. I'm gonna save it as office. Always do this, by the way. Absolutely do this. Save your config every freaking time you make a lot of progress, even if it's very minimal progress, because you may crash. You might get Gary modded and slapped right on your ass cheeks. Bare bone. Spine will fall out of your goddamn body. So, remember this door here? Right? This weird freaking door that we called dumb? Right. That's right. We called it dumb. This will usually uncheck itself all the time. It's just a, I want to say feature. It's a visual bug. Doesn't matter. It's actually active. So now we're gonna create a flag for our zombie, right? Nil nil nil. I don't think it matters. I'm pretty sure I usually just erase everything and leave it blank because I'm OCD and I'm a bit of a perfectionist. So dumb. Here we go. Dumb. Okay, just for now. Just for something. Saving it, and then we don't have a starter weapon. We're gonna start off with a default piece of crap placeholder. So that's just wrong. So we go to starter weapons. We pick a starter weapon. 1911 works just fine. I typically don't mind the what is it? BO1 or BO2 is usually fine. Just do a BO1, honestly. Do a knife. Some of the users on the Discord saying Parabolic's pretty clean. Bolo's pretty clean. I'll do Bolo for now. Starting point's 500, because we're gonna want to open that door as soon as possible. Yeah, you can do a lot of stuff now. Always map submit every time you make a change. I beg you, please do that, okay? For the purpose of this, we're gonna do BL3, BL3, BL3. I'll probably change this later. It's fine. As you can see, it changes the perk skins. Right? Pretty cool, right? We're gonna do classic for that, because honestly, freaking Counter-Strike. This is classic already as it is. Oh, by the way, I just want to say, in addition to that, add yourself zombie types, go to zombie settings. You can change the zombie types to whatever you want from like whatever map. So like World War II style, guard style, Cold War style, whatever you want to do. That will be controlled from your default master. That's why I said before, don't put in like any zombie types or whatever, just leave it blank. So yeah, you can also change that individually for each spawner, just so you know. Specials, you want to set specials. So Hellhounds, make it Hellhounds if you want, make it Tempests if you want, etc. There's a section for that. You need to set that, and when you set it, again, submit it. And then you'll have stuff. You might not want a boss, so you don't need one, just have it at none. But if you do want a boss, there are things called boss spawner, and I recommend you only have one boss spawner in your entire map. Now, the finicky part about the boss spawner is that if you have a boss spawner in the spawn, for instance, like in Office, the boss might not spawn if, let's say, you're all the way across the map away from spawn. So that's where regular zombie spawners come in, and you set the value to like 1 or 2 spawn chance. So one does show up, but there is that off chance you'll be dealing with 2 bosses, like 2 panzers, for instance. But yeah, boss spawns scale with your players. So if you're playing solo and you're next to a boss spawner, you'll have to deal with that boss. And he does not count as a zombie. He will roam around until you kill him. So, yeah. Movement system is default set to none. So you'll just have Gary's mod movement. Sliding is absolutely freaking, like, retarded. Like, you can slide backwards. It makes Omni movement look like a joke in BO6, to be honest. It's kind of nutty, I'd say. Especially if you enable the slide jump feature, which is in player settings. But for the sake of this, we're gonna do good old-fashioned diving. This isn't a huge map. I would only use sliding for huge maps, like summer camp that I'm working on. So, yeah, we do that. Unso, map submit, again. Be OCD about this, be perfectionist about this, save it, again. Now, we should see spawns immediately. Now my nav mesh isn't perfect, so but here we are, Morgan Freeman in action. Get our little quick revive going. Does this open? Check it out, it doesn't open. Look, they're spawning in, jump spawners. Also, the gun looks a bit... Oh, honestly. It's a little different. So yeah. Are they gonna throw shit at me? Or can I actually get up here? So there is an ad mesh up here. And how do you know? Because the zombie is not throwing meat at me. But he'll just act like an idiot, so. Now, we have nothing spawning behind this wall. When I open this, and come in here, it will spawn. One there, one there, one there, about. Let's give it a second. They might actually spawn outside. But because I'm so close, you know, here we go. Yeah, they're set to crawls, because I forgot to change it. Once you set a spawner to be whatever, that happens. Yeah, so set your default spawns first. But yeah, that's it. That's how we do it.